Hey everyone! I'm Markiplier Gamer Dude, and welcome to my 15K subscriber Q&A and fan art showcase. Before we start, I want to thank everyone for giving me 15K. I am so grateful to have all of you as my fans and everything. I love making all these videos, and I just love that you guys enjoy them. I will keep doing them for as long as I can. So thank you for that. And without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and answer all of your questions. You guys answered sent in a lot, so I sent I cut down a couple of them the questions were a lot, so I put down a couple that I could answer, yada yada, and so yeah, here I go. All right, from KV, congrats. And my question for you is, what was your first introduction to Sonic? My first introduction to Sonic. My first Sonic game, I believe, was either Sonic Heroes or Sonic Riders. I think it was the first one, Sonic Heroes, because I knew who Sonic was in Sonic Riders. So I'm pretty sure it was Sonic Heroes. That was my first introduction to it. Never beat that game though. Would have been happy to beat it because it was so hard to get all the the keys and everything. Oi. Okay, next from Jared Koff. I hope I pronounced that right, by the way. He basically asked me if I would be, how I would feel if Surge, Kid, Bell, Tango, and Whisper were playable characters in the Mario and Sonic 2024 Paris Olympic Games. If we get one, of course. I would feel very happy. I've been wanting all those characters to appear in Sonic Media or Sonic Games for a while. I know Tango and Whisper got into Sonic Dash and Sonic Forces Speed Battle. So yeah, I would love to have them in the Olympic Games. Was we could hear them voice for the first time, and they will be in the spin-off games, and they're actually kind of canon. So yeah, I will so happy to see them there. And for the Olympic event, they would participate in. I hope they will not be guest characters. I don't want them to be because I want them to be fully playable. Surge will definitely be the track and field type of girl. Kid will probably be maybe tennis, archery, maybe. I would have to think maybe canoeing, table tennis. Yeah, one of those maybe. Bell, maybe volleyball. Track and field maybe also, gymnastics, Tangle, definitely track, boxing, volleyball, basketball, swimming if she wanted to. Oh, swimming for Kit too, and Whisper, archery, shooting range. And I'm pretty sure she would be in a lot of the other sports. I'm pretty sure she'd do a lot of the other sports too. So yeah. Okay, from Albert Lust DS1921. What is your least favorite Sonic game? Well, need I say more? Yeah, I beat that game in a day or two. Okay, from Matt Enpa. What is your favorite Sonic game, and what is your favorite Mario game? And how would you rate your own gaming? And were you by any chance the 15,000 subscriber? I don't know if you were the 50,000 subscriber. I don't know if you can check that. If I can, then I definitely will let you know. I would rate my gaming at okay. I'm not a hardcore gamer, so I don't know. Okay, and my favorite Sonic game, it would have to be Sonic Heroes. I might be biased because it's my first Sonic game, but definitely that game. And then for favorite Mario game, if we're talking the mainline Mario games, definitely Mario Odyssey or Mario 3D World. Yeah, those would be my favorite of my Mario games. If you're talking Mario Kart and Mario Party, it would be very hard to decide. Okay, so next up from Liam Keen Adventure 156. My question for you is, when did you first meet Slick Frame? Okay, wow, okay, this is the third or fourth or fifth time I've told this story. Okay, long story short, when I commissioned Nintendo to do the Mario as Sequester Girls comic book pages, the first 3 pages, Slick Frame commented on the first page and asked to dub it. And then when I saw that comment, I replied saying, yeah, go ahead and dub it. He never got around to dubbing it, he got busy. Yeah, so then a couple weeks later, I found him as a suggestion to follow on Twitter. I followed him, and then I messaged him, and then once we got to talking, everything just flowed through. He's a good guy. He's a great guy. He's very funny, annoying, and just kidding, man. His YouTube channel, Ask Mario, does amazing. I love the series he's doing. He does amazing work with this stuff. He really knows what he's doing. He's got a great creative imagination. So, if you haven't seen it, those who are like new to my channel, or whatever, go subscribe to him right now. It's amazing. I'm pretty sure he has like 30K subscribers right now. Yeah, so definitely go and check his content out. Funny story, real quick. A lot of his artists and voice actors are actually people that I know as well. Like one of his artists, DJ Me. I commissioned him a long time ago. With a very, very, very heavy price thing. Sorry about that, man. Still, I feel guilty about that. And Hyper Voice Acting. A lot of other people on this team I know as well. So it's kind of funny how we all like connected in the same way. We're like in the same pool. And then Nintendo artist is one of his artists as well. So yeah, it's amazing how we all kind of connected in a way. They're great to hang out with. I love hanging out with them. They're great. Great friends. Okay, next, from Luis Machado. His two questions are, what's one character you'd like to see in Smash that isn't already, and what are your thoughts on Sonic Frontiers based on the trailers? One character I would love to see in Smash Brothers that isn't in the game already, definitely another Sonic rep, because it's kind of silly that Sonic does not have another rep in Smash at all. And even though like other franchises do, Final Fantasy got one, and Street Fighter got one, even though Sonic has been in the game before them. Of course, the same question could be like, the same thing could be like applied to Zelda and Kirby. But again, Sonic does not have any. He's the only one there. I've heard that there's like a thing that they don't want another Sonic rep in there. I highly doubt that. But yeah, I definitely want another Sonic rep. Obviously, the big top choices are Shadow, Eggman, and Tails, because a lot of people wanted Shadow after we saw Knuckles be the assist trophy, even though we didn't get him, because they showed Shadow later on. Oh man, that trailer still stung. And I know people want Eggman to have more villains in the game, and then Tails, Sonic and Tails, they had to have them together, and I guess Knuckles would be a greater choice if he wasn't already an assist trophy. But yeah, Sonic rep is definitely what I would have in the game. And then my thoughts on Sonic Frontiers. I am definitely hyped for it. The way they're going for it is just amazing. There's so much great things put there. I know that a lot of people probably like me a little bit like worried after like Sonic Forces. But trust me, after what we've seen so far with Sonic Frontiers, the direction with the gameplay, the story, and Ian Flynn writing the game, and then the voice direction, Roger sounds so different than usual. Like his voice's direction is like much deeper than usual. And then if you haven't heard by now, the voice of Knuckles, Dave Mitchell, he has a new voice direction that sounds like amazing. It's like a mix of his voice actor from Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure Battle 2, and Dan Green. So his voice direction is amazing. I can't wait to see the short. So yeah, I cannot wait to play Sonic Frontiers. I'm so excited for it. You can tell that the developers maybe developers in the game and the staff listened a bit, and they want a good Sonic game, and I think Sonic Frontiers will be a great Sonic game in a long time. From Silver Sonic. Aside from Sonic, are there any other dub projects you'll be interested in doing, or do you have planned to do in the future? Yeah, I do have a lot of stuff planned in the future. I'm planning to do an animated series called Legend United. I'm still trying to do other stuff as well. I know that I'm dead set on doing all the future issues of my Sonic IDW after issue 50. I was actually just gonna do the Imposter Syndrome comics and then issue 50, and then I'm done. But seeing as how so many loved it, and how my cast is just amazing, and how much I love doing it and getting so invested into the story, that I want to keep going. I want to keep going with that until they're done with the comics, essentially. So yeah, I do have other stuff planned. If there's any other future comics that are other stuff and other than Sonic, I guess I could like maybe dabble in it. I had to see if they would like value my interest, of course. From Joseph Holt, what are your thoughts on Cuphead? Have you watched the show on Netflix and did you like it? How do you think the Mario Sonic cast will feel about dealing with a Cuphead cast? I have not watched Cuphead. I know a lot of my friends have been like so into it, but it's okay. The animation looks nice. The comedy is on point. It's okay. I don't have Netflix yet, so I'm kind of waiting for Sonic Prime to drop, and then I'm gonna get Netflix. So yeah, it's okay. And how would the Mario Sonic cast feel about them? I'm pretty sure they would get along great. I'm assuming. I don't know how they would interact with them. I'm pretty sure it'd be like off like a little like, oh wow, Cuphead talking to people. Okay, so yeah, yeah, I think they'll be okay. From Sonic Gaming Kirby Fan 2005 version 2. Hey Hyper, there's a question I've been wanting to ask you. If you had a chance, which show would you host? Ask the Sonic Heroes or Ask Mario? And if so, for what reason would you come up with being a guest host on these shows? Okay. Now this is a question I love. Okay, so to get the obvious thing out of the way, since I'm associated with the Ask Mario cast. Okay, I know so many people have been wanting me to be a guest on the show as myself, or of course Iggy Koopa. But it all depends on Slick Frame, because he and his team have his own set of episodes like already planned, like way ahead also, and like right now. So if I would appear as myself or Iggy Koopa in the show as a host or show up at any time, they would have to let me know and like way in advance. I'm not saying that I'm gonna show up. I'm not saying that. He would have to let me know way in advance, because the episodes, in case you all don't know, they take a long time to do. The art, the script, the audio, everything. Everything takes a long time, and I know he and his team work very hard to make the quality of the thing right. You have no idea how much time and effort gets put into the show. Again, it would have to be up to him. I would love to. I know we talked about that a couple times, me and him. But yeah, it's all up to him. I would love that. But for the reason, okay, maybe myself would maybe say to Slick I would say, you owe me. I've been wanting to be on the show for so long. Come on, man, you owe me. Maybe a big favor, or maybe I do big W. Maybe I'll do a big puppy dog eyes, and have them submit to my cuteness, and come on, let me into the show, please. And then he will let me in. But then as for Iggy, well, Iggy will just invade and show up and not care. So yeah, that's what the reason I would say for be on Ask Mario. And then for Ask the Sonic Heroes, I have no idea. I know I've been wanting to be on the show for a long time also. I don't know how it would work though. I've been a fan of the show for so long. Even before I even got super serious as a YouTuber. I've been commenting on the show for so many times, and I never got a question answered yet. So yeah, their show is amazing. I would love to be on the show. I don't know how I would be put into it, or any reason really, because they already have a Gadget the Wolf. So I don't know if my OC would show up. Maybe as a Gadget's cousin, maybe. That's the only thing I could come up with for that. But if I ever get a chance to be on the show, I would love it. I don't know if I can contact the person behind it, because I'm pretty sure she has her own her own story set. So I don't know if I can butt in and say, hey, I would love to be on the show. I would love to establish I would love to establish a connection first before I even think about doing anything like that first, of course. From Monique Mills, if you encounter Surgeon King in the Mushroom Kingdom with the Mario Brothers, Peach, Daisy, Koopa, and Slick Frame, what would you guys do, and what power-up would you use to beat them? And stop douching me with a Punway spray at the same time. So if I'm in this Mushroom Kingdom with all those people, I would maybe just use the invincibility, because that's the easiest thing to use. I know Surge is fast, but the star also makes you a little bit fast also, so I would go after her and then knock her out with the invincibility star, and then same with Kid. Yeah, I don't know how the others would. I'm pretty sure Slick Frame would go around and cower in fear. Yeah, no offense, buddy. Of course I'll stop DJ with the pun weight spray. Upgrade it to deluxe version on you, man. I'm teasing, man. Your puns are great. Okay, from Coffee Gamer 45. Do you prefer giving high fives or fist bumps? I prefer fist bumps. I'm more like accustomed to that actually. High fives are okay, but I don't think anyone that I would like. I haven't really done any high fives in a while. Whenever I'm like my family and cousins, I'm always just giving them fist bumps wherever we go, or like a clap up, or like a clap and hug goodbye. That's the way I would go. Okay, from Kumarugu Saravanan. I really hope I pronounced that right. Okay, do you have any Super Mario OC characters? Okay, now this is a very good question. I actually don't. I actually did think, I don't know why I haven't thought about that. Like, I'm a fan of Mario, and I don't have an OC character? That's surprising. I think I would, if I ever came up with one, maybe a Toad or a Koopa. I would make it myself a human, but then, that's too, like, on the nose. I would like a self-insert. So, I think a Toad, maybe, with glasses. I don't know what my name would be. Maybe the same name I have. I don't know if I would, like, make it, like, Toadified, like, Toadward, or, Torian? No, a Toadward sounds better. But then again, it sounds like Toadsworth. Yeah, I'm gonna have to, like, really think about that. Thanks for this question, though. I want to make my own Super Mario OC character, so thanks for that. Okay, from Marcus Wizard, these are our last questions. Where did you come up with your TV, cartoon, video game crossover, and how did it start? And if you wanted to add something to NES Smash Brothers, what would it be? And if you can make your own game based on another game, what would it be? Okay, for the first one, I've always envisioned a lot of the shows that I'm into as like a big universal thing together. Like my first comment that I wanted to do was Journey Across Worlds, and that would like intensify, initialize a universe together. Because at the end of that comic, even though it was short-lived, I plan for them to have like a combined, conjoined universe where they can just visit in each other's world whenever they wanted to. So yeah, that's how it all came down. Like I love seeing the Mario and the Crusher Ghost team up together. When I came up with that thing, which does take place a couple months after the Journey Across Worlds thing. So yeah, I love seeing the Mario and Crusher Ghost interact with each other. Daisy and Rainbow Dash butting heads. Mario and Sunset, Daisy and Richter, and then Steven and Bowser Jr. And they all just fit and work so well. So I'm glad that many people like it, and I'm gonna continue it as long as I can. And then for the next Smash Brothers, I guess a proper adventure mode. I know Subspace Emissary was great, and World of Light was but yeah, I think what I would do for the next Smash Brothers, I would like make it similar to Subspace with a few cutscenes. It doesn't matter if they're fully voiced or not. And maybe have like test spot some dialogue like they do in Fire Emblem in the Fire Emblem franchise. Do like that, and yeah, that's how I would like have it. And then have proper stages like in like you know how they had the little hub things around like in World of Light. You go around, then go to the area, and then you go into the area and walk around like in Subspace, but proper worlds. But yeah, that's how I would have it. Have it. And then if I can make my own game, but it's another game, I guess maybe another Sonic Riders game, because we've been needing another Sonic Riders game for so long. Sonic Riders 4, a proper one, and not Kinect-wise. And for Mario version, I guess a proper sports game with a proper roster, and no add-ons, waiting until the last minute to put everything together, the model we have now. Yeah, that's how I would have it. Alright guys, thanks for all these questions. You guys are amazing. Thank you for them. I cannot wait to do more videos. I still have a lot planned. So, thank you again for 15K subscribers, and thanks for watching this fan art and question Q&A. Thank you again, and I can't wait to do more videos. Alright guys, bye.